Hola! Today we are going to talk about the verb gustar and similar verbs, gustar y verbos parecidos. Look at these people talking, and the guy is asking, ¿Te gusta mi coche? Sí, me gusta mucho. Gustar is used to express preferences, likes and dislikes. However, gustar means to be pleasing and is constructed very differently from the English to like. Gustar is a completely regular AR verb in its conjugation, and we are going to talk about it later, okay? But let's see the conjugation. Gusto, gustas, gusta, gustamos, gustáis, for vosotros, gustan. In Spanish, the thing or things that we like are expressed as being pleasing to us. In English, we say, I like it, where it is the direct object. In Spanish, it becomes the subject of the sentence, and we say instead, it's pleasing to me. I is then expressed as the indirect object phrase to me. Let's start by talking about something we all like. I like Spanish. Following the format of the previous slide, we would say, Spanish is pleasing to me. In Spanish, this would literally be, el español gusta me. But of course, in Spanish, pronouns must be placed before conjugated verbs. So, you'd say, el español me gusta. Now, it so happens that, by convention, the subject, in this case, el español, is generally placed at the end of the sentence with this type of construction. I like Spanish. Me gusta el español. It turns out then that the sentence in Spanish is exactly the reverse of that in English, in this sense and also in its word order. To express that others like Spanish, only the object pronoun needs to change, since Spanish remains the subject in all sentences. Me gusta el español, te gusta el español, le gusta el español, nos gusta el español, os gusta el español, les gusta el español. Since most of the things or people that please us are expressed in third person, the two forms of gustar that are used the most are gusta and gustan. So how do you decide one or the other? Well, it will depend on what you like. So, nos gusta el flan que hace la abuela. Because el flan, the thing that I like, is in the singular form, I'm going to use gusta. But if whatever I like is in the plural form, I'm going to use gustan. The verb gustar is used exclusively with indirect object pronouns. Me, te, le, nos, y les. Let's see some examples. Me gusta ese restaurante. ¿Te gusta el té helado? Le gustan mucho las zanahorias. No nos gusta el yogur. Les gusta cenar en casa. Now, many other verbs function like gustar. These two are used with indirect object pronouns. Aburrir, encantar, faltar, fascinar, interesar, molestar, parecer, quedar, caer bien o caer mal, enojar, importar. Some examples. Me aburre comer solo. Les encanta comer fuera. Les faltan servilletas. Nos fascina la cocina francesa. Nos interesan los pingüinos. Again, you're going to use in the plural form because pingüinos here is in the plural form. Me molestan algunos clientes. Nos parece caro este vino. ¿Te queda suficiente dinero para pagar la cuenta? Este hombre no me cae bien. A mi esposo le enoja cuando el gobierno gasta mucho dinero. A Hannah no le importan más las Barbies. When we like something a lot, mucho, or more, más, than something else, mucho and más immediately follow the verb gustar. Me gusta mucho comer. A different word order would convey a different meaning. That's why you need to be careful. If I say me gusta comer mucho, that means I like to eat a lot of food, not I really like to eat. ¿Te gustan más las naranjas o las toronjas? In this case, when we like something and we want to say more, which one do you like more, one or the other? Más needs to come right after the verb gustar. Me gustan más las naranjas. I know in English you say I like oranges best or better, but in Spanish you're going to put that más right after the verb gustar. Again, the verb gustar and cantar, etc. are used exclusively with indirect object pronouns. Whenever you want to be more specific, you need to use the a right before the pronoun. So you can say, for instance, me gusta, or when you want to emphasize, you say a mí me gusta. Te gusta or a ti te gusta. Now, with le and les is very, very handy that we use these pronouns, to specify. Because if you say le gusta, you don't know who really likes it. But you can say a usted le gusta, o a él, o a Pablo, o a ella. Don't forget the a. So these prepositional forms are optional. A mí, a ti, a usted, a él, a ella, etc. We are going to use it whenever you want to be more emphatic or when you want to specify who really likes something. But the indirect object pronouns are mandatory. So let's see some examples. Juan doesn't like beans, but I do. A Juan no le gustan los frijoles. But when I say, but I do, I'm being very emphatic. I say, pero a mí sí me gustan. Notice that because Juan and I were stressed in the above sentence in English, we added the prepositional forms a Juan and a mí in Spanish to reflect that stress. All right, now I want to talk to you about the regular conjugation of the verb gustar, because that is possible and you may have seen it before, okay? You could see this verb like gusto, gustas, gustas, but never with the personal pronouns here. You don't say I gusto, okay? You're going to use indirect object pronouns as well. Let's see some examples. Me gustas tú. There is even a song by Mano Chao, Me gustas tú. And that means you please me. I could say yo te gusto. And that means you like me. Yo te gusto. And on a final note, when gustar is used with one or more infinitives, only the third person singular is used. Me gusta leer, because you have a verb. Me gusta leer, jugar al fútbol y viajar. Well, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you review this video if necessary.